Hello everybody, Sir Beaton here, and welcome back to another past paper practice video. In this video, I will be tackling some functions questions, so let's head straight into the first question. So the question says, the functions f and g are defined by, so f of x is equal to x over 3 plus 1, and g of x is equal to 2x minus 1. So the first one I want us to calculate is g of negative 3. So we're dealing with this function. So to find g of negative 3, we're substituting negative 3 into the function g. So this will be equal to 2. Instead of x, we replace and put negative 3 minus 1. So this will be equal to 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 minus 1. So negative 6 minus 1 is equal to a negative 7. So g of negative 3 is equal to a negative 7. So the next part they want us to find in its simplest form, f inverse of x. So f inverse of x, so first of all, let's write back the f of x function. So f of x is equal to x over 3 plus 1. So to find f inverse of x, we just follow the steps. Step 1, we replace f of x with y. So this would be y is equal to x over 3 plus 1. And then step 2, we interchange the x and the y. Wherever you have x, you will put y. Wherever you have y, you will put x. So this will be x is equal to y over 3 plus 1. And then we make y the subject of the formula. So this is a simple one. So to make y the subject, we just take over this plus 1. So I take it over to become x minus 1 is equal to y over 3. So next we take over the 3. So the 3 is divided. So I take it over to become, to multiply. So it will become 3 multiplied by x minus 1 is equal to y. So then we can distribute this 3 throughout. So we'll have 3 times x is 3x minus 3 times 1 would be 3 is equal to y. And then lastly, we replace the y with f inverse of x. So we can switch this around and write y is equal to 3x minus 3. So instead of y, we'll say f inverse of x is equal to 3x minus 3. And this would be the answer to that question. And then part 2 now, we want to find g inverse of x. So let's write back the function g. So g of x is equal to 2x minus 1. So g inverse of x, we repeat the same steps, replace g of x with y. So you'll have y is equal to 2x minus 1. And then we interchange the x and the y. So we'll have x is equal to 2y minus 1. And then we make y the subject. So the 1 is subtracted, and we take it to become x plus 1 is equal to 2y. And next we take over the 2. So the 2 is multiplied, and take it over the divide. So we'll have x plus 1 all divided by 2 is equal to y. So this will then be y is equal to x plus 1 divided by 2. In the last step, replace this with g inverse of x is equal to x plus 1 all divided by 2. And that is our answer for this question. So the next question asks us to find fg of x. So this is basically telling us we're taking the function g and we're putting it inside the function f. So we're taking this and we're putting it inside of this. So let me write back, I3 would be fg of x would be equal to, so we're taking the function g and we're putting it inside of x. So where are we putting? We're replacing x with it. So wherever you have x, we'll put this here. So instead of x over 3, we'll have 2x minus 1 over 3, and then we put back the plus 1. And then this will now be, we simplify this, so the LCM here, so this will be over 1, so the LCM will be 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 multiplied by everything here will not change anything, so this will be 2x minus 1. And 3 divided by 1 would be 3, and we multiply that answer there. So 3 times 1 would be 3, so this would be plus 3. So this is then equal to 2x, and negative 1 plus 3 would be a plus 2, all divided by 3. So fg of x is equal to this. And then they want us to now find fg inverse of x. So they want us to now find fg inverse of x. So we are finding the inverse of this function here that we just found. So we do the same steps as we just did. So we replace fg of x with y. So we'll have y is equal to 2x plus 2 all divided by 3. Then we interchange the x and the y. So we'll have x is equal to 2y plus 2 all divided by 3. And then we make y the subject of the formula. So we take over the 3 is divided, we take it over multiply. So 3 times x will be 3x is equal to 2y plus 2. And then we take over the plus 2. So it becomes 3y minus 2. And then we take over the 2, which is multiplying. So it will divide by 2 is equal to y. So we'll have y is equal to 3x minus 2 all divided by 2. And then we just replace it with fg inverse of x is equal to 3x minus 2 all divided by 2. And that will be the answer for this question. And the last question then asks us to show that fg inverse of x, which is the thing that we just found, is equal to g inverse f inverse of x. So let's write back fg inverse of x. So fg inverse of x would be 3x minus 2 all divided by 2. So 3x minus 2 all divided by 2 is equal to, so let's write down what g inverse of x is. So we found that earlier. We found g inverse of x to be x plus 1 all divided by 2. So x plus 1 all divided by 2. And then we found f inverse of x to be 3x minus 3. So we basically want to put the function f inverse of x into the function g inverse of x. So we're taking this function and we're putting it inside of this function. We want to show that it's equal to this here. So this will be, so instead of x plus 1, we'll replace it with 3x minus 3. And then we put back the plus 1 all divided by 2. We're basically putting this inside of this, we're replacing x with it. So you now have 3x minus 2 all over 2 is equal to, so we simplify this here, we have negative 3 plus 1, that will become minus 2. So we'll have 3x minus 2 all divided by 2. So we see this side is equal to this side, so we are 100% correct. And with that, this has brought me to the end of this video in which I tackled some functions questions. So I want you to use the concepts here and keep practicing. And I'll see you in the next video in which I'll be tackling some more. Until then, take care.